Hey guys, it's Nat from Nat's Numbers. Welcome back. This video is on the superpowers of master numbers. So if you've got an 11, a 22, or a 33 in your core chart, or maybe you are going through a master number timing cycle, this video is for you. Now, if you haven't already checked out the foundational video on the superpowers of the universe numbers 1 through 9, I'll put a link below so that you can check that out. Now, master numbers are a double dose of a potent superpower that creates a paradigm shifting result in our world. And so that's just a fancy schmancy way of saying that master numbers are basically universal instincts that are here to unapologetically change the game of life. So change the way that we connect, that's the number 11. Change the way that we live, that's the number 22. Or change the way that we act, that's the number 33. So if you have a master number in your chart, what I've seen is that typically you won't step into your high potential, elevated use of this magic until, halfway through your life, like 40s and beyond. If you're an 11 in the first half of your life, you'll hide within the foundational number of the 2, which is people pleasing. If you're 22, you'll hide in the 4, which is survival and stabilizing instability in your environment. The 33 is hiding within the 6, getting lost in the needs and the responsibilities to others, okay? So let's dive in so that you can activate that high potential, amazing magic that you have. So the 11 is the superpower of psychic leadership. You have that double dose of the 1 of independence and self-sustenance that allows you to have this independent type of connection that is unprecedented. And it allows you to go to other places and other realms that other people can't go, where you can access new inventions, new insights, new ideas, inspirations, information that is needed to enrich bond, relationship, and to create harmony in our world. This is why the 11 is oftentimes known as the psychic, as the channel, where if you get yourself talking, you get yourself going, singing, dancing, writing, stuff just comes through and you do not even know where it comes from. That's because you connect to a realm that's beyond logic. So one of my favorite stories about this is Mark Twain, but if you didn't see the foundational video, go watch that because the story of Vasily Arkhipov is unreal. A guy who literally stopped nuclear war with this 11-2 superpower. It's amazing. Mark Twain has very, very dominant 11 in his chart. And he was actually an early member of the Society for Psychical Research. And this was because early on in his life, he had these supernatural experiences hooked into the superpower that he possessed, the superpower of psychic leadership. One of the very early ones was he actually had a dream one night when he was a steamboat captain that his brother died in some horrific sort of boating accident. And it was one of those dreams that was so disturbing that when he woke up in the middle of the night, he just roamed the deck of the boat because it felt so real. Well, a month later, his brother died in the identical scenario that he dreamt. So it was a prophetic dream. And it was something that Twain was guilt-stricken over for the rest of his life because he felt like he could have saved his brother from this fate. Another example of his psychic leadership was something that Twain coined crossing letters. And so what would happen is that he would suddenly, think of an old friend or an old family member he hadn't talked to or seen in 10 years. And he would pen a letter and post it and send it through the mail. And back then there were no phones, there wasn't email. And then the next day he would receive a letter from them, crossing letters. Right? So it was that he could sense and feel when he was about to receive a letter from somebody. And this happened to him very frequently. So this is the superpower 11s have. They have this psychic leadership, this ability to connect to a realm beyond logic, that delivers insights, that delivers information, that creates peace and bond and relationship. Okay. Number 22 is the superpower of dream materialization. The practical psychic, that's what the 22 is. And it's actually, in numerology, the 22 is sort of the most famous one. It's sort of considered the most powerful, but it's only because, we live in a society where materialism is very valuable to us. Like grounding things down into reality is very important. The superpower of dream materialization basically says that you have this incredible perception, intuition, and access to a dream world or a vision world. And yet you also have the ability to ground it down into reality step by step through a system, through some sort of methods, through grounded, tangible effort, work, and action. So you get intuitive insights that actually guide you in the physical world. Here's what's so unreal. Richard Branson, Bill Gates, Oprah Winfrey, all 22s. These are all people that built empires. They built absolute, abundant empires based on intuition, based on a dream, a vision that they received. In fact, if you go and you look at some of the success principles that each one of these amazing individuals talks about in interviews, they all share the same thing in common. They all say that they have relied and listened to their intuition as their primary North Star in the success of their business. Oprah said that at a very young age, she learned to listen to her intuition her whole life, and that when she didn't, that was when the mistakes happened. So the 22 dream materialization is basically building, being an architect, taking the things that the 11 gets and actually solidifying it in this physical world so that all of us can enjoy a new foundational way of living or experiencing life. All right, the number 33. The superpower of imagination restoration, or basically healing with your creativity. The creativity that you have, the imagination that you have when expressed, actually directs, guides, heals, and restores groups of people. John Lennon, 33. Albert Einstein, this is one of my favorite stories on the 33. Einstein, right, this amazing physicist who, discovered the theory of relativity, changed the way that we look at the nature of existence and the nature of matter. He said, imagination is everything. It's the preview of life's coming attractions. He understood the superpower of imagination restoration, that the imagination is a way for you to tap into this other world and to actually heal, restore, and basically bring the world back into a state of order. So one of the things amazing about Einstein that a lot of people don't know is he never did physical experiments in a lab. He did the experiments visualizing concepts in his imagination. So the theory of relativity was an idea that he got when he was watching a plane out of an office window. I forgot what job he had, but he had an office job. And he was looking out the office window, and he saw the train going by and a clock, and he started to imagine these concepts. And through his imagination, he was able to access the inherent principles of the universe. It's amazing. Okay, so 33, the superpower of imagination restoration. You use your creativity to restore, heal, and inject joy into the world. Okay, guys, I hope that helped. If you have any comments, please post them below. I'd like to hear what master number superpower you have in your chart and how you plan to use it. I'll talk with you guys later. Bye.